I am Dana Malcolm. This is your midday edition of Top Stories for Wednesday, December 20th, 2023. Coming up, the news that matters most.
The National Health Insurance Plan has over 37,000 contributors.
That's 37,000 of us working together to take care of one another.
Your contribution ensures my wife and unborn child gets the prenatal care they deserve.
Your contribution helps me to afford my medication.
Your contribution has helped my loved one receive treatment during their untimely emergency.
Your contribution gives my family peace of mind. So thank you
for your contribution.
This message has been brought to you by the National Health Insurance Board, building a healthy nation, one person at a time.
A new hotel is increasing guest rooms on the island of North Caicos. It is called the Ocean Breeze Resort and is headed by Darville and Kadra Handfield. Arlington Musgrove, MP of North and Middle Caicos, said as visitors flock more and more to North Caicos to experience its tranquility, endeavors such as this are important to build our capacity. Ocean Breeze boasts both 1 and 2 bedroom suites and an on-site restaurant. Possible overloading is being blamed for the sinking of a Dominican cargo boat, Two Brothers, on its way to the Turks and Caicos on December 13th. According to a local news agency, Dominican Today, the ship was captained by Valentin Polanco Calco. Photos of the ship, which was carrying cars and shipping containers, were shared widely online. The U.S. Coast Guard rescued 6 of the crew off the coast of the Dominican Republic, and the others were picked up by a passing cruise ship the same day the ship went down. A DMV officer has been cleared of all charges in a recent drug case. Denzel Dickinson was released as the prosecution could not prove he knew about the 5 pounds of marijuana that arrived in the Turks and Caicos in his name at the Providenciales post office. The officer did not attempt to pick it up until he was called to the post office for the packages. Upon his arrival, he was arrested for the drugs. He was represented by Laura Maroof Mizik. Magnetic Media is your news leader.
There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such a wholesome variety of your favorite fresh foods. There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such outstanding service. And there is simply nowhere else in the TCI to answer your every food craving in a chic, comfortable, centrally located store. That's a place you can trust. Number 1 is Graceway IGA. Fresh, service, trust for over 20 years.
The Gus Lightbourne Gym hosted superstar singer Drake last weekend, but it wasn't a concert, it was another love of his. The Canadian, who is a frequent flyer to Providenciales, blew off some steam on the hardwood. He played a basketball game with a group of his friends in which all the players were wearing gear emblazoned with Turks and Caicos, seemingly from the singer's Nocta collaboration with Nike. A TCI-inspired spring break collection was launched by the singer earlier this year. Vaccine makers Pfizer and BioNTech are suing Hungary and Poland for failing to pay for COVID-19 vaccine doses provided to them in the last 3 years. That is according to a report from AFP. Polish lawyers have said the sum owed is over $1.3 billion, and the supplier companies, which have had to revise profits down this year, say they're adding interest to the huge debt. The power of attraction. Magnetic Media.
Century 21 Arishar Properties is your best resource for buying or selling any real estate in the Turks and Caicos Islands, whether it's a condo, house, villa, commercial property, or vacant land. Century 21 TCI can assist you with your real estate needs. No matter the sign, keep Century 21 Arishar Properties in mind. Call 649-941-7368 or email your friends at century21tci.com.
Highlighting their role as key contributors to food security in the Turks and Caicos Islands, the Department of Fisheries recently met with local fishermen. The meeting was in an effort to discuss key initiatives that the government will undertake for the sustainability of fishing stocks and the livelihood of fishers. Also discussed with the stakeholders were vessel monitoring systems, government grants, artificial habitats or lobster casitas, and bone fishing. Straw work is one of the Turks and Caicos' long-held traditions, and one islander, the owner of Dee's Native Gift Shop, has lots of beautiful work ready for purchase.
I'm displaying my wonderful bags. They're all made from our native straws. And also the clutches. We have the clutch, our local clutches.
She was speaking at the November 11th Made in TCI trade show. These and more stories are posted to our website. Get all the details at magneticmediatv.com. I am Dana Malcolm. Thank you for joining us.